Makers in earlier days were the counterparts of our artists.
They drew the paintings on the walls,
yes.
They performed the rituals.
There's an old romantic idea in German, das Volksdicht, that say that the poetry of the traditional cultures and the ideas come out of the folk. They come out of an elite experience, the experience of people particularly gifted. They come out of an elite experience, the experience of people particularly gifted and open to the song of the universe. And they speak to the folk, and there is an answer from the folk, which is then received. There's an interaction, but the first impulse comes from above, not from below, in the shaping of folk traditions.
So who would have been in these early elementary cultures, as you call them, the equivalent of the poets today?
The shaman. The shaman is the person who has, in his late childhood, early youth, could be male or female, had a overwhelming psychological experience that turns them totally inward. The whole unconscious has opened up and they've fallen into it. And it's been described many, many times, and it occurs all the way from Siberia right through the Americas down to Tierra del Fuego. It's a kind of schizophrenic crack-up, the shaman experience.
What kind of experience?
Dying and resurrecting, being on the brink. I can actually experience the death experience. People have very deep dreams. Dream have very deep dreams. Dream have very deep dreams. Dreams of the spirit. Then people who in the woods have had mystical encounters. Then people who in the woods have had mystical encounters.
What if I be specific about it? The shaman becomes some person in a society who is drawn by experience from the normal world into the world of the gifted.
That's right.
Most of us think of shaman as a magician, but they play a much more important role than simply being
oh no, they play the role that the priesthood plays in our society.
These are the first priests?
Well, there's a major difference, as I see it, between a shaman and a priest. A priest is a functionary of a social sort. The society worships certain deities in a certain way, and the priest becomes ordained as a functionary to carry on that ritual. And the deity to whom he is devoted is a deity that was there before he came along. The shaman's power is symbolized in familiars, deities of his own personal experience. Authority comes out of a psychological experience, not a social ordination. Do you understand? Authority comes out of a psychological experience, not a social ordination. Do you understand? Authority comes out of a psychological experience, not a social ordination. Do you understand?